Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa, a story of betrayal. I will have my revenge. Make no mistake.
Calm down. In other words...
Don't make out that your plan was to have me sent to the garbage disposal. You didn't know this was going to happen. You thought I was going to die.
What did you say?
So...
Threw away my life like it was nothing. What's with the happy free time music? Am I having a flashback? That was me. Now this is me. No, wait, I'm not in the garbage. Where am I? Stop throwing more curveballs at me. Okay, that's more like it. The hell is that Monokuma rocket on the right? You say there isn't much light, and yet I can see remarkably well. Must be all the carrots. My good friend Alter Ego, the only one I can trust. Even in death. He put in a failsafe to save me, and you'll notice that when it was Kyoko that I sacrificed to the altar of Monokuma, Alter Ego did not save her. That means Alter Ego likes me, not Kyoko. My dearest friend. Right, so I'm in the bins. Fantastic. I'm going to click at this mysterious piece on the far left. Okay, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Rocket and a tank. So, the fact that the rocket has Monokuma on it makes me think that it's from one of the previous executions. Was there a rocket? There may have been a rocket in Celeste's thing. I can't quite remember. If I see a construction vehicle that was used to destroy Alter Ego in the laptop. You know what strikes me about all this is that Chihiro is the true hero. But yes, I'm assuming this is where, after everyone's executions, this is where the remains are just tossed. So the tools used for the execution are down here as well as, presumably, some remains. Well, I give up then. Fantastic. Quite right, and that door looks like it's made from wood. Can't we bust it down? We've got all the time in the world, and I've got a tank and a rocket. more realistically, I've got pieces of metal I can bash against it. What a tactic. That'll get me out of here. I just gave up. I didn't even try. Just, I'll go to bed. What a bizarre choice of onomatopoeia. I mean, it looks like rubbish to me.
Just a second.
What is this giant piece of trash, and why is it talking to me?
It smells awful.
It does, doesn't it? You've got... Cup... Go-Kuto on your head. Sorry, I don't know what that is. That's not a brand I'm familiar with. I'm going to call it Pot Noodle henceforth.
Indeed.
Why have you come to join me down here in the misery of this place?
So...
Oh wait, you've got the master key. Alright, let me out.
Hey,
Shame, it looked good on you. Whoa, a bottle of H2O. What's that? It's a little too scientific for me. So I had my suspicions. What I thought was going on there is I thought the students up above were deliberately throwing good food and bottled water into the trash for me. I thought that was going to be the twist. You know, to keep me going, they were going to give me supplies. I didn't expect them to give me Kyoko. I mean, she's kind of a supply, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've just been kipping. I've not actually been trying to get out of here. It's quite nice in here when you get used to the smell.
hmm?
Yeah, excuse me, I'm going to look at the bin some more. So, you left me to die, and then what? You feel bad about it? So you're coming to help me now?
So...
That's more like it.
You...
That's not strictly true. Second time round, that's true.
Indeed.
I did make this point. That's true, you did. Condemned is the word I use, and I think it's more fitting. It's more potent, you know? Shut up, me! You didn't abandon me, you condemned me to death. It's different. It's worse, it's far worse. Yes, that is what you did. Correct.
However...
I don't care.
I'm... true. How...
Fine. No, I clicked too fast, damn it. I've got to calm my anger down. Click at a more measured speed. Here we go.
It's true.
You had better tell me everything. I think you can be convinced I'm pretty trustworthy at this point, considering I was just murdered. Quote unquote.
In other words...
Fine, I'll just keep pressing you on everything. I thought you were going to tell me everything. Why have I got to try and tease the information out of you? Just volunteer it. She's already said she's got amnesia. Let's not dwell on this.
Makoto.
Sure, why not? Collapsed. Fainted is another way of saying that.
That's right. would seem...
Okay, so the fainting caused your memory loss. It's just lending credence to the idea that we lived here together for a while, and then we all suffered memory loss.
Hey. Indeed.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Because, let's say you're... Oh no, it does make sense. Kind of. The way she's phrasing it doesn't make sense. If you were the... I don't know. The ultimate detective, and the mastermind doesn't want you to know that, because then you might track the mastermind down, that's irrelevant, because you're still you. You can still do the things you can do. Right? It's like Leon. If he forgot he was the ultimate baseball star, he'd still be able to throw a ball very well. It doesn't change anything. Now, what it might be is that you might have a connection to the mastermind. You might know them. You might be their sister. And so then, making you forget your memories is important.
However... Why is that?
So, you say that. But I doubt that's true. Because the false ending... actually... No, I'll finish this thought. What I'm calling the false ending, the bad ending, I guess, where we're all happy, it's terrible, showed that all of us, except for you, because you were, paste, and Toko, because she was a picture frame, but everyone else lived together happily and there were no more murders. I can't believe the mastermind, if it's one of us, would live happily together with us. I think they would be chucking out more motives to get us murdering again, right? They don't want the game to come to a stop, or they would have just not pushed the issue ever. The mastermind's always been pushing the issue. So the mastermind would not live happily. So it's looking like it might be Toko. It's not Kyoko, because when we executed Kyoko, the mastermind was still alive. We didn't say, and then Monokuma stopped functioning, and we just chose to live together. No, no, no. It's implying that life went on as before. But then why didn't the mastermind provoke us into action? I don't understand anything about this goddamn game.
Correct.
Just, Kyoko, tell me, explain everything. I'm suspicious of Toko all of a sudden.
However...
Wait. You think I'm less likely to be the mastermind than Hero? You think Hero could possibly have devised this entire scheme? You're a fool.
Understand.
No, I don't.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here.
Oh, right, this is my dream I had once.
To stay here.
I fulfilled that dream once. I had a kid with Hina. Good times.
Listen. Hey. Hey,
Even now, after I was nearly murdered by the mastermind, you trust that I'm not the mastermind. Thanks. That means a lot.
correct.
Can you let me out? Damn it. Can we do this conversation somewhere that isn't the bin?
So...
The smell is really putting me off my plain bread and water. So there's two ways this goes. It either goes down the obvious route of ultimate detective, or thereabouts, or it's going to go down some completely bizarre route. Right. Very good.
Correct. So...
I mean, that shouldn't have been a particularly difficult challenge. Okay, the theory of you being related to the mastermind has gone up a notch. Although I still doubt the headmaster is the mastermind. My suspicion is still the headmaster isolated all the students for their own good, rather than out of malicious intent.
In other words...
Huh?
No matter what?
You did make a very strange face, I remember that. Strange even by your standards.
However...
It's fortunate that your memories have returned. I must say, that's very convenient timing. Right.
So...
Oh, okay, I get your point. You're saying you didn't lie to protect him because he's your father. You told me that your honest appraisal at the time. You genuinely don't think he's the... Okay, I gotcha.
It's true. Indeed.
Right. I mean, we know everything about the layout of Hope's Peak Academy except for floor 2. And potentially anything above floor 2 of the dorms. Faculties. Okay, that would make sense if floor 2 was for the staff.
Correct. However...
That's encouraging. We're currently engaged in a game of child murder. We've seen a classroom with a good number of supposed bodies in it. And now we've got stuff more horrific. Okay.
So...
Fantastic, I'm looking forward to that. Can we go now? Just say everything you want to say, woman.
However...
Yeah, me neither. Thanks.
Anyway,
I mean, this trial was a farce, correct? Because when we pinned the blame on Kyoko, the mastermind told us we got it correct and killed Kyoko. And when they pinned the blame on me, the mastermind said correct, and they killed me. So there's two ways this goes. Either the mastermind lied, and in a trial, whoever we blame gets executed, and it doesn't matter if they're guilty or not, and just by chance we've got it right every time, because the guilty party has always confessed at the last second when they realised the game was up. So, I mean, we've never tested getting it wrong, because obviously you wouldn't test that. So the whole graduation thing could just be a lie. That's option A. Option B is that this particular murder was a farce. All of the others were true up to this point, but this one was a farce. And none of us committed it. I think the game is pointing me in the direction that every other murder has been done by the books up until now. This one was a farce, and it was a trap. So the mastermind killed Muck, and then framed the situation to try and make it look like Kyoko, because the mastermind wants Kyoko dead because she's getting too close to the truth. That is how it looks to me. That seems more likely. But I can't rule out the possibility that Monokuma will just always say, yep, that's right, and kill whoever we vote for. And that the game isn't being played by their rules. Because it's possible.
indeed. Correct.
Okay, so you've come to the same conclusion I just did. Fantastic.
That's right.
That's true. That's true. You are welcome.
In other words,
You are welcome to explore at your leisure, so long as you don't force any doors, which you weren't because you had the key. You see, this line doesn't make sense. Because if the mastermind can't kill you directly because of the rules, we're now implying the mastermind killed Muck directly. We already know this. Monokuma has stated that he follows the regulations.
hey,
So, Muck was supposed to kill me and make it look like Kyoko did it? Is that what we're saying?
indeed.
Man, I came pretty close to death then. No, you can't.
Anyway,
There's still the question of how Muck got into my room.
however, correct.
Okay, so Mastermind sends Muck to kill me and frame it to look like Kyoko. I guess I'm the second, but no, Byaki is probably the second best. No, maybe me. I mean, I'm possibly the second best detective here. So that gets rid of number 1 and number 2. Kind of smart. Also, I'm the one who is most likely to defend Kyoko in the courtroom, so if you get rid of me, the others are more likely to pin the blame on her, that's true.
Indeed.
We've already got this contradiction. Cuz? You mean because?
Correct.
Shameful. Yes. My assumption... So, I don't think this part's a contradiction. I think the mastermind isn't one of the students. I think the mastermind was trying to use Buck, in the same way that the mastermind has used Sakura in the past. Maybe they had a deal, like... I don't know, I'll provide you with food and supplies. And maybe a room in the second dorm to keep you safe and secret from the rest of the students. In exchange, you have to do as I say. And now the time has come. Muck, your job, kill Naegi.
In other words, Makoto.
How many ultimate despairs can there be?
Indeed. That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that classroom of murdered students is not the worst thing that's ever happened in all of society and human history. It was pretty bad, don't get me wrong, but I'm aware of worse.
Indeed.
You reveal this like it's a dramatic revelation, but what you've said is the mastermind is mean. Very good. We shall explore this further in the next episode. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.